What's up, ladies and gents? Name's Michael Rich Diarrera, aka Dynamic, aka Dine. Welcome back to another episode of Heartbeat of America. This episode is the final episode of season two. This episode is called Popularity. Um, a lot of things in life are weighed out in popularity. Um, I've been a victim of this myself. In my younger ages, carrying all the way into today's relevance, I've been deemed popular and how others want to be just like me. Don't get me wrong, I adore the love, but be yourselves because there's nothing more beautiful than that. Uh, when one seeks to find their eternal locus from comparison to others, can often lead to identity crisis, the feeling unworthiness, and failure. So don't do that to yourselves. Please don't do that to yourselves. You guys are unique and beautiful your own ways and self. Innovate and build off that. Of course, use stepping stones and stuff, but be yourselves. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I can inspire you because that's what I strive to emulate. But popularity is just a tag. And to be honest with you, I've never asked or wanted to be tagged like that. Uh, Growing up, or even today, I never asked for that type of tag. That was your guys' consciousness and cognitive thought that you pushed on me. Uh, I've always just stayed focused on myself while lending a hand and ear here and there, of course, which doesn't make me better than anyone. Anybody could do stuff like that. And I strive not to mislead or guide anybody in any certain way, or any way for that matter. Uh, I think that what just differs me from most people in the mass population is that I don't seek validation. Uh, and I'm always looking to improve myself in the world in any which way I can. For instance, I'm in the medical field, and I don't like the mainstream uh, medical field because they just look to treat people. I'm looking to cure people. There's a total difference there. And it bugs the fuck out of me when fraudulent shit happens or corrupt things are constantly moving and just staying stagnant instead of improving. Uh, I don't know, it just pisses me off. But again, popularity, it's just a tag. Uh, Instead of liking someone or something due to popularity or a trend, find likeness in how someone can improve you and improve your energy. Uh, Look for authenticness. Uh, True popularity carries humbleness and care, because a lot of things in the world that are actually popular uh, carry a negative cognitive narrative. So find your mind and center yourself and only feed your mind what you deserve, the intelligence that you deserve, the direction you deserve. Uh, I don't know everything in the world, um, but the things I do know, I try to perfect. Uh, so whatever interests you or drives you or brings you happiness, perfect that. Uh, but don't like someone because of popularity or compare yourself to what's popular or feel less than a person because you're not at this same level of something that's popular. That's just a mind game. Quit that. Don't do that to yourself. Uh, and don't care at all about any of that shit. Uh, like I said, find authenticness and people that actually care about your well-being. Uh, People do shit for money and don't care, so they'll just feed you anything that seems fit at the time. And I know it could be hard to decipher between those two type of beings and energies, but when you do what's best for you, everything else kind of just falls into place and becomes apparent. Because popularity is wet, it really is, and it's a everything is in the world is a tag and manifested in a cognitive state that gets placed in sections of the world or on people. Don't do that. Uh, I know it's hard to take things at face value, uh, but a lot of times there's more to something than just popularity or a tag or whatever it may be. Um, I believe humans need to get back to the basics of things because the world is trash. The mind state and cognitive health of things is hurting. Um, and like I said in a previous episode, my mind never shuts off. It's always picking apart things and decoding shit, and I don't know how to get it to stop. And I don't want it to stop because my only intentions is to push humanity forward in a better state than which I found it. And throughout growing up, a lot of people I found truth and popularity in role models per se were gunned down because they spoke against governments or what was going on, and they always got a backlash of, oh, they're crazy, oh, this and that. So believe me when I say popularity is just a tag, and a lot of the times that noise and crowd and attention you don't want. Because those people that are in that type of attention, I promise you, they want to seek and find silence. But that's how the world operates. A person wants something that someone else has that they don't, instead of just being happy in what is the now and what they're living. Growing up and in everything I've ever done, there's always been crowds, and I've personally learned to have a toggle switch of mute where I could just literally just drain everybody out, where it's literally just me and I get into like a focused state. I don't know if everybody could do that, but I know at one point all that noise and attention, it was more stressful than anything, and all I wanted was silence. So don't put tags on people. Don't compare yourself to popularity. Strive to become great, of course, and get to those type of accolades. But life is beautiful, and noise and popularity is very draining. And I promise you, if you ever or even want that type of lifestyle, eventually you're going to want silence and miss silence. But anyways, I wanted to end this season with this episode because it will be kind of a transition into season 3. But I appreciate y'all uh, tuning into me, listening to my music. Great things are always developing for me, and I'm very thankful for the people in my life, my loved ones. Uh, I'm just a very protective person, and I've had to be in a leader role ever since I was young, so I don't know anything different. So helping you all uh, and pushing y'all in a better direction in mind state is the only thing I really want to do. And I want to cure people. I don't want to just treat y'all. I've never got into the medical field for money. But it is all crazy. And the older I get, it seems like more lies get pushed under the rug because it's easy to manipulate generations when they don't know. So it's easy to push lessons and teachings and things when they're not taught to question. So always think critically. But anyways, again, thank you for tuning into Heartbeat of America. Until next time, people.